Hello everyone, it's Luke Rowe at God's Increased Garden, and we're going to do a late May 2024 garden tour. So, as always, we'll be starting with the front yard. Here we are. I'm really ecstatic about this. The evening primrose is coming back. They're medicinal, and they have like yellow flowers like this big, and they open in the evening. So, with any evening pollinators, yeah, that's the flower to go to, I guess. There's like oxalis here. There's dandelions, of course. And then big leaves of violets. Pretty big. And then all the narcissus or daffodils, I still don't know what they are. They're all fallen over. All the flowers are off. And then we have a bunch of phlox here. As you can see, the dead nettle is dying back. That's about, oh, and the ornamental grass is coming out really nicely. Very luscious, so that's awesome. Now we'll go into here. Now, last time I missed a lot of stuff because, I don't know, I just got into the moment and all that, so I'll try to slow down a little bit so you guys can see everything. I'll have to weed this again. The crabgrass is coming through, but anyway, here's a Chinese peony. Look at this gorgeous beauty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, so awesome. And then the lilacs, they're all the flowers are off now. Here's the stone crop, doing good as always. We'll jump the fence. Here's some iris. Like, look at those colors. So awesome. And then the forsythia is now just fully green. And there's more stuff down there that hasn't bloomed yet. There's also hosta down there. I don't think these have flower heads yet. And these peonies of my neighbors are gonna pop soon. I think they're white. We also have huge burdock plant in the middle here, so I'll probably be harvesting these stalks soon because the leaves are way too bitter. So what I do with the stalks is you take it off, you peel it, and then you can like saute it with stir fry or whatever. And then all these kale plants are going to seed now, which is fine because since I'm not going to keep up with this garden, except for like weeding, I'm not really adding any other new crops in there. So these are going to seed themselves and we'll have a huge crop of kale either this fall or next year. And I was right, this is mugwort, so I'll be harvesting this soon. That's awesome. Mugwort, all that. Seeded from that plant over there. What else here? So there's more dandelion, more phlox. I think these ones got a disease. It's kind of sad, but I mean, I didn't really grow these. These are just growing wild, but they have flowers, so I think I'm gonna leave them for the pollinators. So yeah, there's kale everywhere. Oh, and I didn't show you this on the other video, sadly. I skipped right by it. I think I was directing the camera over here, so I passed right by it. Anyway, this is garlic. They're doing amazing. Like, look at them. Like, look at that big one. This is my first time trying to do garlic, and they look pretty good. So I'm very excited about that. And we have more burdock here, and I'll have to pick the sage soon. And soon I'll be able to save the seed as well. So I was able to save some last year and they're viable, so it's awesome. So what happens is this will die back, but this little pouch right here, it's gonna have seeds in it, and you know they're ripe when they turn black. And then I just cut the sage plant right here, put these upside down in a paper bag, and you can shake it a little bit or just wait maybe a month or whatever, and the seeds will just drop out, and you can just put it in a paper packet. So, but look at that, just so beautiful. And they're not only an herb, but they're good for pollinators, you know? So, and the roses are starting to pop as well. Can't wait for that. These are so healthy because I know how to prune them now, so that's good. Now look at all this mugwort. I am going to harvest it soon. Look at this. It's higher than my knees right now. It's crazy how good it grows. So I don't know what this is, honestly. It's either lemon basil. I think it's lemon basil. I thought it was lemon balm, or it might be the same thing. I don't know. But I'll be harvesting that maybe when it's like this. I don't want to, like, cutting it back too soon is pretty bad for the health of the plant. So I might let it grow a few more weeks and then start cutting it. This, I think this is, pretty sure it's lamb's ear. I can't tell. Because I thought lamb's ear was a little lighter color than this, but it's very soft. Look at it. An insect. Cool. Then more phlox. Here's the lemon thyme. It's coming back. I don't think I'm gonna harvest any this year because see all this dead stuff. It used to be, all of this used to be like this, but it's dead now because I picked it too early or whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. There's sow thistle, which is edible. So I'm gonna wait till it probably flowers maybe, so I get as many leaves as I can. The dock, all going to seed. The seeds are edible as well. You just gotta be careful because this has oxalic acid in it and you can't have a lot of it. So eat this plant in moderation. That's all I'm telling you. And then we have, I think this is wild lettuce. Like I said in the other one, it's not very, like I can go like this. And although it does have these little thorn things, I'm not getting hurt at all. Like it's not even poking me. So I think it's wild lettuce, I'm pretty sure. We have another burdock here. Oh, and these vines again. Every single year. If you don't get the whole root, they'll literally take over your garden. So I'll have to weed these out again. Been fighting these for the longest time. They come from my neighbor's backyard and it's so crazy. Like they'll literally take over your whole garden if you're not careful. So I have to do that after I do this video. Just another thing, you know. And then the lilac, the biggest lilac in our property. But yeah, look at all these crazy. Gonna have baskets full of harvest. I love that. Cool. Oh, and I can also show you the hedge, Rose of Sharon hedge right here, filling out very nicely. And soon we'll have flowers. I think they come in like July or something. Yeah, all this is dock. This is evening primrose. Look how healthy that is. Nice. Usually they flatten this though, because I think this is actually, no, I think this is our property, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, all those dock plants, crazy. Forsythia, lilacs, garlic mustard, going to seed, more evening primrose, all that. That's crazy, y'all. I think the craziest thing is all the mugwort I have now, you know? I'm so glad. I'm gonna harvest that up, dry it, air dry it, or even, I mean, air drying for me is putting it in on the drying racks or hanging them upside down. So yeah, now we're here in the backyard. I can give you a little piano of it. So much thing has grown from the last video, so that's what I'm here to tell you. So first off, here's a hosta getting eaten alive. They always get eaten This is only their, I mean, this is their second year. But we'll just see how they do. Sadly, the peach tree again has leaf curl, but I think it'll recover like it always does. So it looks pretty drabby right now. But we'll just see what happens. There's actually peaches growing on it right now, so we'll see what happens. The pear tree is coming back again. We'll just see. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I might just cut it back again. So more hostas, all different colors. These are looking good. But they actually just trimmed that tree a little bit. So now I'll be getting sun earlier than I was getting, which was like, I think it was like 12 or 12:30. I was usually getting it. So now it'll be more like 11 something probably. So I guess that other plant was lemon balm or lemon basil. Might be the same thing. We'll see. Anyway, there's a bunch in there. I'm just gonna let them grow and let them seed everything. I think this is, like I said before, I think they're the spring onions, but I'm letting them grow to maturity. These are actually supposed to be they were supposed to be harvested when they were this big, but I'm gonna let them grow to like as big as I can. And actually, look at, there's a mushroom right here. It's a great sign. So glad. And then there is also a bunch of Rose of Sharons, which I will harvest when they're like this big, for tea, because everything is herbal. So, and then more kale. This is crazy. This decided to grow. This is the black magic kale that is getting eaten alive, but it's doing good. These are supposed to grow like probably that long, and they stay pretty thin. Then the carrots are doing good. They'll probably be going to seed, but it's cool to see them. Let's see, there's a hosta, dead nettle. This is cool. Different kind of hosta. But I think they'll do a lot better than last year, because last year it's when I put them in the ground and they were all stressed. But now I think they'll probably get used to the environment. And then the mums, I don't think they made it, but I'm just gonna leave them to see if they start growing or not, and then I'll start cutting back all this dead foliage. Hopefully at least a few made it, but I do not see any growth down there, so we shall see what happens. More kale going to seed, and collard as well, but they're literally leaning over the path because they're so top heavy. And then we have more burdock here. Here's the bell. I'll have to go around to show you the raspberries, but they're taking off like crazy. So here they are. Look at all the buds. And especially compared to last year, wow, what a difference. That because I pruned it, pruned it knee high, and it worked very well. And I actually pruned my neighbors, because I mean, this is where it's from. It all came under the fence through the root system. So yeah, I pruned theirs as well, and theirs are huge. So we'll have a huge harvest soon. And then the other thing I'm going to show you is the marjoram. Here it is. It is kind of getting crowded out by the lily of the valley, but it's okay. This sprawls along the ground, so it'll reach for the sun. So, and here and there, I also have some flowers. I think these are gladiolas, so they're coming back. There's more. This metal piece was actually to hold them up. I actually can't believe that they survived, because they looked so bad last year, but they're coming back, and I believe that they'll be stronger, just like the hosta plant. So Cool. So make sure we lock this up because we're letting the dog run around here. So, evening primrose. Let's see in here. Who knows if the echinacea. Oh, good. The echinacea is coming back. That's awesome. This is the old last year's growth. Have to kind of prune that back a little bit. Just so give the light. It was actually probably good that I left this because it probably feeds the crown, I guess you could call it. So, and then there's like fleabane seed stalks as well. And the dianthus is gonna flower soon as well. Sweet William dianthus. And I think these are getting a virus or something. Evening primrose. Oh, I saw a bug. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what that kind of beetle is, but it's probably causing havoc on my plants. But here's more hostas. Look at these beauties. I always think, like, especially hostas, it looks like someone did a paintbrush, doesn't it? Look at that. See? And we know who it was. The painter is the faithful creator, the Lord. He painted this. But it's just really cool because you can literally see the different shades, you know? Like someone painted it. It's cool. This is Solomon's seal. I think it's just Solomon seal. There's one called False Solomon seal, I think. And they don't have it down here. I think they come up from the top and they're more like puffy. So it's cool. Strawberries, yes. Strawberries galore. Well, not galore, but we had a strawberry patch here, like I said on the other tour, but they weren't doing good, but they're continuing to spread down here in the undergrowth. So here's the iris starting to pop. As you can see, they are also getting eaten by something. And look at this dock leaf. See, if you let it grow enough, it'll grow huge. Look, this is my hand, and my hand is pretty big. It's humongous. Crazy. Here's the Chinese cabbage gone to flower. So once these pods dry out, as with the kale and collards, it's seed, viable seed. So I might collect some, or I'll probably let it naturally seed itself as well. I think I'll do both. Then we have mint, lily of the valley, marjoram, a bunch of phlox. This hosta. This is the huge hosta. It's probably getting sunburned. This was not the best place to put it. So, and more vines, which I'll have to weed out. There's the red raspberry. It's doing great, but it's gonna get suffocated if I don't weed out these vines. So that's a priority of mine. Here's my mom's rose bush. It's starting to flower. That's awesome. And there's more of the weed, the vine. More hostas. Then we'll go inside here and finish off this tour. And also, Rose of Sharon's, they're doing well, as always. And look at that. Just a forest of yellow. That's all the kale flowering, as you can see. I think I'll be harvesting some lower leaves here shortly. Because all these leaves are going to start, they're going to start dying back because all the energy is going into the flowers. And if you wait too long, these are going to become more bitter and more tough. So I might as well just pick them right now and let this seed. And then here's the hostas that were being thrown out last year. They're doing great. And this is all garlic. All the garlic right here. All those little spikes coming up are garlic. Here's another hosta. The roses, look at them. They're all budding out. Looking very healthy here. Very cool. And here's the other rose bush. These are going to be white roses once it buds out. Here's a rhubarb plant. This is the second year, so I can pick not all of them, but a few of them. So cool. Evening primrose again, phlox. Here's the oldest of my rhubarb plants. Doing pretty good. I'm gonna harvest some today. This one's huge. Cool. More burdock, of course. Another hosta back there. And thankfully, this has recovered fully. Last year, as you guys know, I cut these grapevines down to a stub because they were diseased, or so I thought. They came back, and last year they were just growing leaves, but this year they're producing fruit. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm going to cut this back soon because it's probably going to start strangling and scrambling around and going on the fence and all that, and I don't want that to happen. So there's another hosta. Here's the fig tree. Now some of them are like dead halfway up, I believe, because as you could see, we have this last branch right here, and then all the way up there's nothing. So I might have to prune this back a little. And this is a problem. Kind of going through here. Have to untangle him if I can. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now if you don't do it now, it's gonna get worse as the weeks go by. So just want to untangle them as young as you can. Now it is kind of challenging here because you don't want to break them. They're very tender, you know, so you just gotta be very gentle with them. Thankfully they're very flexible, or else I would have broken it by now. But they are producing figs. Now, that wasn't the question last year. They were producing figs, but they never ripened. They just stayed on there for until like winter time. So hopefully this year they ripen. So, and there's really not a lot of growth like years past, but it's still alive, which I'm grateful for. So, and there's actually some lily of the valley down there. That's cool. Then we have some myrtle, bad maple tree here. Oh, I hate them. Another flock and a rose bush. So I think that's it. This was kind of short compared to the other one, but a lot of things are going to seed and there's a lot to harvest still here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.